everybody, welcome back to James Plays Myst 5 End of Ages. We're still exploring the shaft. We're working our way down to the base, and hopefully we'll be able to take it all in and work things out and finish this off, and everybody will feel quite good afterwards. So, we were told that we would not be able to go further down until we provided fresh air to the tunnels. And to do that, we needed to raise the floor and... oh, it's shaking and baking. Turn on the fans. So we've done that. So I'm going to see what is going to happen next. I think we go back down, and something might be changed now. I don't know. If for some reason I can't figure out how to get further down, we do have another option. We have seen some books that might take us to some places. So I'm not ready to say we're stuck or anything like that, you know? So I did ask for feedback on what you guys thought was best for navigating through the game, and I did receive some information that I may need to change the control scheme to, I think, Classic or Classic Plus, because otherwise I may bypass certain triggers for cutscenes. Now, I don't know if this is a full-on game-breaking situation where if I bypass something, I can't go back to it. Like, I could be walking around in free roam right now, and let's say I don't know where to go, I don't know what's happening, and I look it up and it says, oh, I needed to trigger a cutscene. Can I then switch to one of the other navigation modes and walk to that position and trigger the cutscene then, or have I screwed myself? So we'll try Classic Mode Click, which does give us the free look if I hold down the right mouse button. And you can rotate and do this. But the only problem I'm having with this is the fact that the cursor doesn't change at all except for the left and right to turn. So I'm not 100% sure on how I'm supposed to be interacting with things in regards to, like, I want to go up the little stairwell here, you know? And I'm clicking and I'm trying to find a way. So it is a little awkward. And by a little, I mean actually quite a bit. And I'm not really sure about this for playing the game that way. Classic Plus is just classic mode, except I don't have to hold down the cursor to make anything happen for looking around. So I am going to take the chance for now to just stick with free move. It was also said that free move, the mouse going all over the place, it wasn't as severe to the viewer's eye, whereas the other way, people seem to say it was much more noticeable. So, I don't know. I'm trying my best. I went into this game not realizing that I was going to have all these frigging problems. I went into all these games not knowing I was going to have problems. And it's funny how the oldest games are the ones with the least amount of issues. Oh, I can't even get up the stairs. I tried to adjust the sensitivity of the mouse in-game and out-of-game, and nothing was providing any help. If anything, it just made it worse. So, I don't know. It's disappointing that we find ourselves in this situation with these games, but we're just gonna power through and try to figure out the best way to get through this without getting too aggravated or motion sick. So have I done the right thing here? In theory, there's a ladder. There we go. How? Okay, we'll figure this out eventually. Okay, so it goes to the click interface there to get down the ladder. Okay, progress. We do have a book here. I'm like here at the book. It's at the base of my feet. I can't look down far enough to get it. I have to back up.
Home was far behind. I was no longer a child. I journeyed deep, deep within myself, deep within the earth, down to the Denis cavern. I was alone for a time as I consumed my heritage, breathing deep the air of the cavern and the knowledge of my people. But the desire for companionship drove me mad. I engaged a Cenomar as my confidant, and a treadfish in the harbor became my younger brother. I spoke to them as family, and they answered. I swear, they answered. Then my mind took a final step into madness when I walked into the library on Agora and saw an old Denis man on the floor below me. Now I was imagining people to ease my loneliness. But he was no mirage. His name was Callum, and he was a Denis writer of ages. Trust did not come easily. There was conflict between us, between his ancient rules of Denis that I did not respect, and my creativity, which he feared. We fought and feared and battled and screamed until exhausted. We began to learn from each other. We learned of the power of both, just as father and mother had done. So I learned to write with all the skills that the Denis had known, beyond what my parents had taught me, for their lessons were given by a flawed instructor and by their own trial and error. I learned to write from a master, an opportunity father was never given. Callum's abilities were breathtaking. He knew all the Denis knew when Denis fell. But I taught as well as learned. There were things that the Denis were forbidden to write, words they feared, concepts they shunned, rules and boxes. I had no cultural fear of such things, so I dug deeper, asking questions that Callum could not answer. And together, we sought answers. That is how we learned of the barrow and the tablet. I learned of its power. We grew in knowledge and strength, and Callum became one of my dearest friends. I began to think that it was he who would be the grower. But evil will find you, even in the depths of the earth. And Callum was murdered.
Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Now we're getting into some more lore, I guess, between Uru and this game, the things that happened. Now we've got some intrigue to be had. So they learned of the Baro by combining their two philosophies of how to write ages and the freedom that the Dunny traditionally did not allow themselves. And that includes the tablet, which I'm still not too sure about. They must have brought somebody through from an age that murdered Callum. This I can't read right now. I will translate it right here. And we will move on. So we're still going in order. We've got 3 more books in the area, I assume. So there's a tunnel. And it's just the one. If I push this... Oh, loud. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna stay right here. It's not gonna come all the way down, but I'm curious what's gonna happen, what this is gonna look like. Okay, there's nothing on the underside for me to interact with. Things didn't get super dark. I hope this is okay. I'm assuming these are the vents for getting the fresh air down here. Here we got ourselves a lever, which matches the one on the fan. Okay, everything seems to be in working order. Oh, there's a little thingy in there. There's a thingy in there too. So I think that's denoting that these are working and pumping air into the tunnels. See a light. Maybe that wasn't the air, maybe that was power. Because this wasn't here before. And we were seeing light shining through, which we didn't before. Another book, and... a path back out. That's nice.
Power is a gift. Power is a curse. I learned of the fearsome power I wield on that day. The day of Callum's death. In a fit of rage, I destroyed the murderer, and I destroyed my innocence. And again, I learned that most things cannot be returned to how they were. And my power continued to grow, even as I began to see that the prophecies of the grower might speak of me. My destiny began to be fulfilled. But there was still more. The least, abused, mistreated, misunderstood, ignored. They were mocked and scorned, and their hearts still show their pain. But they continue to serve. Such power they have, and yet they serve. They treated me with kindness, and I learned from them. They respected what I was becoming. With them, I learned new laws, new rules, and new powers. I used the powers to care for a tree to come, and the tablet allowed me to grow beyond Tiana, beyond father and mother, beyond Denis, beyond Callum. The tablet held them. The tablet chained them. The tablet held me. The tablet empowered me. I watched with them. I waited with them. I learned with them. I called them from captivity and grew while they gathered. Together we became both weak and strong. And then my time came. My time to take the tablet. My time to choose. I was ready. I felt the pull of holding it, of channeling and releasing the full power of the Barrow. I would right the wrongs. I would set things the way they should be. I would choose well. I could not fail. I am the grower. I was so sure, so strong, so wise. But I didn't open myself and listen to the Maker. The noise of me drowned his quiet voice. And I failed. Failed to see anything beyond myself and what was obvious. And pain came quickly when I realized what I had done. The tablet returned and the Barrow continued to serve. The pain still burns me. But the powerful Barrows simply wait and serve. Pain is often how we learn. But it is not for us to give. We are not the teachers. We must not abuse them. We must not abuse the Barrow.
Okay, so much for the intrigue. Somebody murdered Callum, and she murdered the murderer, and we get no more of that. It seems that she wants to use the power of the tablet to free the Barrow from their servitude, but failed to do that, and now cannot use the tablet at all. Very well. Okay. I guess we haven't been here if there's another book.
How could I have not seen the true path? I see it now so clearly. But can I get another chance to make things right? They came to Denis, those who felt called. I knew they would. I was prepared for them, and I pointed the way. I spoke often of the pride of Denis, of their belief in their own power and strength, and the reason that Denis once fell. And a few understand, and they begin to follow me. I am the grower. I would lead them to rebuild. Yet another burden. But what is the task of a grower? My father wrote Another Age, but I see that the tree is not a place, but a people. The heart of a people. That is what must grow. If only I had another chance to make things right. The tablet is the key. How could I have failed?
That seems to speak more directly of Uru and the plot of people coming to Denis and following her. She seems very confident in knowing how to use the tablet now, but she said not to give it to her. And the other guy said not to give it to her. So maybe I keep it for myself and you just tell me how to use it. Is that a thing that we could do? Another room. And there's one of these here. I did go back and check, and I thought I had missed one of these, but there was not one in the room I was thinking of.
What am I left with? Why did he leave this weight on me? Did I ask for this? Did I ask to lose my brothers? Did I ask to cause the death of Callum? Did I ask to watch my mother die? Did I ask to be my father's tool? Did I ask for so much power? Did I ask to be so alone? Father, I wish you could hold me.
I understand the characterization that they're going for with Yisha. She's like this super powerful, prophesized being, but she doesn't know what the hell to do about it because there's really nobody left to guide her. There was one person who was murdered. There's her dad who sucks, her mother who died, her brothers who died, her grandfather, her great-grandmother. I wonder what happened to the other people that were talked about in Uru. Like Zandy and like the people that we read about in journals and stuff. If she had interactions or was aware of them. Maybe we'll find more of that out.
I know what to do. I see it so clearly. One more chance to determine the destiny of the tablet. I can feel it. To be so close and yet so powerless, it drives me mad. The tablet sits there, holding the power of the Barrow captive, and I alone know what to do. I failed once, but what does that mean? Why am I punished when I could accomplish so much? The rules seem so arbitrary, some game of the Maker that only he understands. This legacy of failure. And now I see this final chance to right generations of wrong, to unleash the power that has been held for thousands of years. It is at my fingertips. I know what must be done, but I cannot speak of it for fear that it would somehow break the rules, tarnish the heart, taint the act, soil the innocence. I had a dream. I am carrying the seed of Denis, the seed of all things that are Denis, through a small cave. I come to a place where the path stops. There are two holes, one above me and one below me. And through the hole below, I can see the Denis cavern in the great city. And through the hole above, I can see the sky and sun. A voice calls to me. In which hole will you plant the seed? And I know it is easy to drop the seed in the hole below. And I know it is impossible to throw the seed through the hole above. I call out to the voice asking for wisdom. And the voice answers me. Do not drop the seed in the hole below, for that is easy. But that is the way of the past. Do not throw the seed in the hole above, for that is difficult, and that is the task for another. In which hole will you plant the seed? And I know what to do. And I know I am the grower.
You plant the seed in neither hole, right in the middle there, right? That's what you do. And then if it's for another to plant the seed in the sky, then you're setting up the future. You don't plant it in the hole below because that's the past. You can't excel and proceed to the future. There's little blue blinky lights up there. There's more. I think I'm being watched by the Barrow. Okay, a little unsettling. But yeah, it's she's the grower, so she's growing, she's making something happen. She's creating the foundation that others will be able to build off of. And we are hopefully one such person. Have we hit the end of the road? I think think we have. We got all the books. And this door doesn't door. So I think that means it's time to use these that we've been finding. But before we do that, just snag a quick save there. And be on our way. So we have found 4 of these books, and each one corresponds to a piece of land that's numbered, and they're bridged between. So this is number 4. So do I go here, or do I go find number 1? I think that we want to do these in something resembling an order. I would assume I could go to 4 and wrap around to 1, 2, and 3. But I just think that it might be a little bit better for me to start with 1 and work from there. Even though we made all the effort to get here and do all the things, I just... You know, I have a method that I want to do here, okay? Okay, we've gone back to the beginning here, and we are now at book number 1. So this was 4, and I think... Oh, I can't remember my numbering. This was the one that has, like, the D, and that, I think, is 3, and the one that has what looks like a K is 2. So 4, 3, 2, 1. I think that would make sense. We're going in. Hey, it's that guy again. Hi, that guy. Escher?
Ah, the Rebo. An age for resting. Such a peaceful place. And the way to get to the first age. There. That profane thing and the other pedestals like it are not of the Fni. They are a regrettable part of this journey. The pedestal will allow you to link in a manner similar to the book that brought you here, but know this. They are perverted tools of the creatures. The creatures. You've seen them. Always watching. Calling to one another in the darkness. Loathsome. Wraiths. They are not as we are. Remember that. Touch the pedestal. It will bring you to the age of Tagira. I will find you there.
Okay, so that's Tagira, he said? Let me... How we spell. T-A-H. Okay. Just wanted to write that down for myself. Okay. Seems to be a little not fond of the Baro. I did not realize this was going to be as simplistic as it is. I see. Okay. So we have to go into each book and open up those bridges. Okay. Well. Hold, please. Did I have to do this right now? No. But I do think that it's better to get it done now to make the future easier. So we've now opened up all the bridges, and we can now go between all of them. And there we are. Okay? Figure better to do it now than later. So we're going to go into this little bubble and touch a thing. Before we do that, let's go ahead and pop down a save. And we're in. Okay. And this is Tagira. There's stuff. So what is this? I've taken the tablet, and then I put the tablet back. So this is to oh, wait, hold on. It won't let me actually... Oh, I click... Okay. And if I take that... I have it? Okay.
I don't know why the creatures chose this place for the Slates. Tagira. Cold, barren, desolate, it has been described. However, also purposeful. No doubt Yisha sees only evil here. This was a prison age. For those who committed monstrous crimes, they were sent to this place to live out their lives. Justice, not evil. Much to learn. First, the stone slate. Pick it up from the pedestal and take it with you. But
okay.
Know this about the slates. They too are abominations made by the Bahro creatures, abuse of the art of writing. Still, they carry great power. You will find that you can write on the slates anything you wish. There are some elementary symbols the creatures understand. At least in this way you can use the Bahro hindrance for your good. They will take it if you drop it. They will obey it if you order them. They will return it in time. As you learn, you will have more control. Use the slate to free yourself. Huh? The burden you carry is heavy, but for that, you will be thankful.
His audio seemed to be clipping a little bit this time around. I guess I already was one step ahead of him in taking the slate from the pedestal. So now I have that, and we're heading out into Tagira. Sounds like a Godzilla enemy. Uh-oh, we're trapped. We're never getting out now. Ah. Hmm? Did we do the right thing? Interesting. I don't know how we write on the slate, but we did put it down, and a thing happened. Ah! Okay. A thing has happened. That's... okay. Got a ladder going over there, and we got a slope going up there. This is... looks like a dead end. Slope first. And... I'm gonna check something. Aha, okay. So that's what I assumed would be the case. I was like, why do these go to the same location? What would their purpose be? Because we have our hands full. Oh. We can't just drop down. I mean, I can put this back, or I can just drop this on the ground, but is there a place that I should use it? Just drop it there, I guess. Interesting concept here. That's the tablet, and it's got a symbol on it. Wonder. Now... huh. If I touch this... oh, there's a symbol there, too. Okay, we've come back to the start of the area. So is it a puzzle for me to somehow bring this up the ladder and set it there? To me, this is not a great design, because it looks like I should be able to do something, and the game just decides no. I feel like that's not great. This is like 3 feet down, 5 at most. I could do a little slide right there, And I'm here. And why wouldn't you let me do such a thing, you know? Oh, oh. Oh. Okay. I've now learned how we're supposed to draw on it. I'm gonna try this symbol. I don't... No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I thought I knew how to draw on it. What is... There we go. Oh, this is interesting. Oh. Oops. I mean, that's more or less correct. So, yeah, we'll try that. And then I guess I just put it down and see what happens. So, yeah, a half circle like that, and a circle in the middle, and I go boop, and a boop, and a boop. And then we drop it. Oh, oh. Whoa! I don't think I did a good thing. Or did I? We'll try the other symbol, I guess, as best I can do. And I think that was like this. Let me drop that. And what do you think of that? What? Okay, we saw two different things happen. Let me try the other one again. Actually, let me try doing this first. Whoa, 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 whoa. I think it's working. So you took it away. I'm learning. I'm not sure I'm doing a good job of learning, but I'm learning. I want to try one more thing. So we're going to pick it up and take it with us. And we're going to come over here. And I'm going to pick it up. And I'm going to do... like that. And we're going to drop it. Okay. No, that was no good. Oh, it was! It was good! Good has been done. That's what I was hoping for. That if I drew the symbol on there, it would take it to that location. So it didn't work out the first time, but the second time's the charm, as is expected. Do I take it with me? Probably. I'm not going to. Because I'm worried that I will drop it and lose it. And have to come back anyway. So let's just do a little bit of exploring. We're just gonna go for like another few minutes here. But yeah, not too bad. We finished working the shaft. And getting through there. Used a book. Figured out we need to use all the books. Unlocked all the bridges, so that's all done with. We're here in an age. We're learning how to use slates to communicate with the Barrow to solve puzzles. Things are going good. As noted by the ominous music. Okay, 2 states. Anything around the back? This funnels to... here, along with others. This would appear to indicate input. I can't interact with them. Maybe that would change. And then we come over here, and it pumps into... ice or water. And then we got another one with its own set. Is there any intersection of things going to like 2 different places at the same time? I wish I could take a picture of this. Save it for later. But our picture system is directly tied to our save system. And also the pictures don't work, as you may have noticed, so... well, it looks like we got ourselves a little bit of an interesting puzzle. I'm gonna end this video by trying to get that tablet over here. So let me try to draw this symbol in my handy-dandy notebook. Which, I do have some unfortunate news. I'm on the very last page of the notebook. So... we'll see if we can make it to the end of this game with that. Now, there shouldn't be anything stopping me from picking up the tablet and bringing it over there. Now that we know we've got a place to set it down. But if for some reason it stops me, I can draw that symbol. There we go. Can I, like, erase this? I feel weird leaving that on there, that it's going to cause me a problem. Okay. Now, it, saved the symbols here. That's... Okay, okay. So, yeah, let's try drawing that one. And then we'll call this an episode. I'm going to do like that and like that. Good enough, you think? What does the Barrow think of it? Okay, and that should now be saved on there. Look at that. Okay, we're doing good things. Good things are happening. Good progress is being made. So with that, next time we will have a pipe puzzle to solve, it looks like. And yeah, I'm okay so far. I've heard things about this game, a lot of negativity. Things started off not great when I was trying to get the game started. But I'm hopeful. I'm trying my best to remain hopeful. I've heard that this system with the slate is something people don't like. Hopefully I don't have too many problems with it. I'm trying not to be influenced by other people's negative opinions on this. I want to have that nice open mind. I want to make my own decisions on how I feel about this game. I'm okay right now. I hope I stay that way, and I hope you do too. I hope this is an adventure that we will all enjoy together. Okay? So, I love ya. Mwah. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.